Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. If this found you, it was meant to. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and breathe. You're entering a sacred space of tarot, of oracle, meditations, Ogham, and soul-centered wisdom. There are no coincidences here, only invitations. Lessons with Wesley.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. This is episode 26, entitled The Pregnant Pause, Grounding Our Fire with Crystal Clarity. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Nathan and I did. Great weekend. Got to relax. I harvested our garden. I got a bunch of collard greens and some of our cauliflower greens. Now, the cauliflower itself, it did not grow, but the greens did well. So I did a little research and I was like, yeah, you can definitely eat the greens. You can do, treat them just like you would any spinach or anything. But anyway, so I put those in the slow cooker, the crock pot, and I put some smoky tazo in it. Oh my gosh. So Nathan and I are going to, well, you're listening to this Monday morning or sometime in the future, but Nathan and I are going to enjoy those tonight. I'm so excited. And then some homemade macaroni and cheese. Other than that, we got to go for a couple of walks. I got to do a nice little calisthenic, played some Mario Kart, and that is that. So, welcome 2026. So, I was contemplating trying to decide what am I going to do for this episode coming up, and I knew I wanted to do my traditional card pull from one of the tarot decks and do an Ogham stick. And then I said, you know what? I want to do an episode where I kind of tie in crystals. So I said, what a great idea. So I figured I would pick some basic, what I call, quote, basic crystals that some of you might already have, or some of you might want to get a few crystals if you're interested in getting started in owning some stones and gems and rocks and crystals. So I wanted to choose like the basic ones. And if you go to, so anyway, what I did was I chose 6 basic stones or crystals, and I'm going to talk about the metaphysical properties, and these properties range from protection to grounding to clarity to spiritual guidance, protection, amplification, purification, dealing with stress, going into the new year, and some of them tie into like mysticism and intuition and transformation, which ties in perfectly, y'all, with the card pull and the Ogham stick. And the ones that I'm going to talk about, they're not costly at all. You can find them on Amazon, a couple of websites that I'll talk about. If you have a local store nearby, they would have all of these, and probably every single one you'll be able to get under $20, $15, or $10. So there are a couple of websites I like to use. One of them is the citrincircle.com. Now that's located in the UK, but they do a flat rate shipping of $15, and the shipping is quick. I've never had any problems ordering from them. And another website is healingcrystals.com. And if you follow Lessons with Wesley on Facebook, and if you don't, well, then please follow me via Facebook. You'll see that in the post I put, there are direct links to it. Hold on while I take a sip of my bourbon. Ooh, y'all. I'm grounding myself right now. I'm sipping on the Green River Wheated. Ooh, this bourbon is fantastic. By the way, it beat out 100 other bourbons recently in a blind bourbon tasting in New York. So this one, and it's like $32. Fantastic. Okay. Well, speaking of stones and crystals, if you have one right now, feel free to go grab it. Go grab it. Just hold that as you're listening to this episode if you're able to. So the ones that I'm talking about, I have all of these. And so the first one I'm going to talk about is black tourmaline. Now, black tourmaline is used for protection and grounding. That can be protection against negative energies or clearing negative energies, protection against any psychic attacks. This is one that I have. I have a big piece that I keep in my space, and I also have a small one. And I keep different organza bags. Those are the bags you can get that you see they throw at weddings, full of like birdseed and stuff. You can find those at Dollar General. So I keep a organza bag, and I'll tell you the other stones that I have in it. But black tourmaline is one. I always just have it in my pocket. Supposed to help emotional stability. It's great for empaths and setting up those psychic boundaries. Like I said, relieves negativity, helps to alleviate anxiety, and some of these other metaphysical properties, they also say it ties into the different chakras. So this one ties into the root chakra. So if you're ever meditating and you want to ground yourself, a lot of times I'll place that one in front of me. And if I'm choosing a few crystals and I'm stacking them, I'll stack them in the order of the chakra. The next one, another beautiful purple one. I love purple, y'all. Amethyst. Amethyst is very inexpensive. It's about spiritual protection and clarity. It connects to the crown chakra, the third eye. Wonderful for meditation, intuition. It helps your creativity. It's known as the all healer. And like I said, that ties into the third eye chakra. And most of these websites, if you most of the websites, you can get these stones or crystals in a jewelry form. So I know a lot of people will have amethyst. I've seen a lot of amethyst earrings or on a pendant. I mean, very beautiful, and or a bracelet. So you don't just have to have this, but you can wear it with you. So I mean, that's great, and carry it in your pocket or wear it. I just don't wear a lot of jewelry. What Blanche say? I can't cut off my ear. I have too many earrings. Clear quartz is a great one that I would encourage if you're interested in starting off. Interested in crystals, clear quartz is a great one. That I do believe that was probably clear quartz and amethyst were probably the first two stones or crystals that I purchased. Clear quartz, it's an amplifier. It enhances other stones, other minerals, metals that you have. Also enhances your psychability. It too is referred to as a healing stone. Helps you focus your mind. And when I use it during my meditations, what I'll do is I'll have it in the middle, and I'll have other stones around it. Smoky quartz. I like smoky quartz. It's one of my favorites. I don't know why I'm drawn to it. Yes, I play bagpipes. And smoky quartz, it's, I think, primarily found, I guess you might be able to find it in other places, but the one I got, it was Scotland. It's apparently, you can find these plentiful in Scotland. And smoky quartz is for grounding and stress relief. It pulls energy down. Once again, it's related to that root chakra. Boost your intuition and the masculine energy. That would be like so maybe if you're having some problems with the right side of your body, that's known as the masculine side. So if you want to, maybe if you've got some aches or pains or something, you might want to have a smoky quartz and hold it or keep it under your pillow or something. It's also, speaking of pillow, it's supposed to also help dispel nightmares and help to manifest your dreams. So if you look at that picture there that I posted on Instagram or Facebook, I love it. I was asking ChatGPT. It's like, I was trying to say, I want to see this or this for a picture to go along with the website. Man, I just posted all of them, but they are so good. So I hope y'all enjoy those pics. Download it, make a wallpaper for your phone. But that, you'll see why the oak tree's there. Obviously, well, if you've already read it, when I did the Ogham stick pool, oak came out. And the funny thing was, as I was meditating, getting ready, and focusing my energy, I heard oak and I grabbed it and boom, there it was. But so that's why you see that oak with the crystals and the rooted and the grounding. I love that picture. I would actually love to have it blown up on a canvas or something. Let's see. So I've got one, two. So I got two more. Selenite. Now I have a wonderful, beautiful selenite lamp. Selenite is a cleansing light infusion. It clears energy. I usually keep it going all day in my space, and I'll turn it off at night. Sometimes I'll put my other stones by it, the ones that I carry with me all the time. When I come home, I'll put them by the selenite light and my intention is a clearing of any negative energy that it might have, they might have gathered. So it cleanses and clears those fields. It's also wonderful for altars. I've got mine set up here, like I said, and I have different stones around it. It too protects from psychic attack, mental clarity, and helps balance the emotions. And the last one is labradorite. This one is for mysticism and transformation. I have a beautiful one here that I ordered from the citrine circle, and it comes on a stand, and it's a beautiful round, beautiful piece of labradorite. It's this dark green black color, and let's see, and labradorite, it boosts inspiration, helps your mental sharpness, boosts creativity, originality, and this next part ties in perfectly with the oak, Ogham stick oak, which is about strength and resilience. And guess what this one does? It lends strength and perseverance during times of change. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And like I said, these stones are inexpensive. Okay. All right, everyone. Are you ready to ground yourselves? Are you ready to receive this message for the new year? All right. Now that we've grounded into the crystal kingdom, something to root into, and let's carry forward. Grounding, protection, sustaining our growth, evolving our path through the year of the fire horse. You ready? Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out those intentions. But wait now, Wesley. Didn't we already set our intentions? Oh, listeners, we sure did. We set our intentions during the Yule season. And guess what? We are galloping towards those intentions, but sometimes there's this quiet, this pregnant pause that we are waiting for. No, we're not just sitting back being lazy. No, we're still working, striding towards it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so set those intentions. Breathe in. Hold it. What do you need to hear for the week, the day, the week, the month? Where am I going? How is this card pull and Ogham stick going to tie into the year of the fire horse? Yes, we're waiting on those intentions. We're not just sitting back being lazy and say, I did the work, now come on. No. Here we go. You ready? I use the Celtic Dragon Tarot deck. And the card that I got is the Death card. Now this is the Death card inverted. And no, the Death card is not a bad card. Especially the inverted one. Man, talking about the new year, burning away the old, starting with the new. Guess what the Death card's about? Especially inverted. It's about a transformation, but it's about a quiet transformation. These attachments that we still have, this inner readiness that is waiting to be born. And the inverted, it's a whisper, not a roar of a dragon, but it's not this dramatic kind of ending. What if the change isn't loud this time? What if it's a root growing deeper before that first bloom breaks the ground? But it's about this inner shedding, this subtle release, this old self dying away. And my intention before the card and the Ogham stick pull, and I did say that out loud. I said, this pregnant pause that we're in, after we've been setting and planting those intentions and waiting for the harvest of our fruits, we're waiting for that sacred space. Yes, we planted that intention during Yule, but now we're nurturing, y'all. We're nurturing that ground. We're nurturing that seed. And you might already start to feel that rumbling just beneath the surface, that energy. We're not being lazy. This is and I love what it said, a conscious tending. And we are scripting, we are visualizing, and we are walking towards that desire. And yes, folks, we are in the year of the fire horse. Yes, hop on that fire horse, and yes, we are galloping towards it. But, some of you listeners, you might feel this quieter call. What still needs to be cleared from within to make room for the new year? So the inverted reminds us, it's a subtle reminder that transformation is not always clean and it's not always instant. Just give myself permission to change slowly, but we are still staying in motion, y'all, galloping towards those intentions. All right, the Ogham stick. Oak, strength, stability, resilience, confidence, endurance. I was sitting there going through, there are 20 Ogham sticks, and I'm like, oak. I heard it, and that's what came out of those 20 sticks. So, this is a spiritually guided confirmation. This episode is not just content, y'all. This is a sacred transmission. Oak, in the Celtic Druidic lore, it's a gatekeeper. They would also call it rhymes with pure. It's D-U-I-R, pronounced dur. That's the way they would call it. And it's connected to the word door. So think about oak as a threshold. This resolve, this resilience that we need to cross through. And it talks about believing in yourself, believing this transformation you're going through. Yes, I chose this. I'm going through it. I've got the strength to make it. I am going to keep walking towards those intentions. And the death card being about this slow internal change with the oak, once again, you can withstand this pause. You are strong enough, listeners. You are strong enough. Believe in yourself and what's coming. We have the confidence. We're not going to fall back on fear and doubt. We're going to stand our ground. The growth might not see it fully emerge, but it's coming. And talk about it tying in perfectly with some of the stones and the crystals. Smoky quartz, grounding endurance with the oak. Black tourmaline, strength. Oak, strength against negativity. And clear quartz being this amplifier, this intention. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it, love it. Well, folks, I sure hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you have a wonderful week in this beginning of the year of the fire horse. If you got something out of it, just press that share link there. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family, your loved ones. Just give it a 5-star rating. And remember, we're in that sacred stillness now, that pregnant pause, but between setting our fire, the intentions, and seeing its first flame. The death card reverse reminds us that inner work is still work. It's not a pause of apathy, but it's one of potency. And oak, our mighty gatekeeper, appears to whisper, hold steady. What you planted is real. What you desire is worthy. What you dream is already on its way. Now is not the time to doubt. Now is the time to believe harder.